Okay, so today's section is graphs of linear equations in two variables. So I think most of this will probably be a review for most of you, hopefully. And if not, then that's why we're going over it. So what you have up on the board is a rectangular plane coordinate system. It's the intersection of a vertical number, the y-axis. We call this axis here the y-axis. And then we call this the x-axis, okay? So where the y-axis intersects the x-axis creates a grid. And that grid, or coordinate system, creates four quadrants. And you see them. All four quadrants. We label these quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. You always remember 1 is all the values are positive. Notice the x's are positive and the y's are positive. So everything in here is positive. So that's where you start. That's 1, where everything's positive. Then you just go counterclockwise to 2, 3, 4. Those are our quadrants. Now we can plot a coordinate point on the plane by using our ordered pairs that we did. Now the ordered pairs are in the form that the x coordinate is first, and we call that an abisca. I don't think you'll use that word very much, but that's on the sheet. So the y coordinate, the second coordinate is the ordinate. The second coordinate in an ordered pair. So we call this point in the very middle the origin. That's where we start. Now when you do math, you'll find that the origin can be anywhere. The grid works around an origin. The origin doesn't work around the grid. So what I mean by that is I can measure anything. I can take this point up here where this bulletin board intersects. Okay, I can take this point right here and make this my origin. As many spots I go over, I can go over feet, meters, yards, whatever, in a positive direction from here, and I can go in a negative direction. I can also go up and down. I can make the origin anywhere I want. I can make it, put a point on the blackboard, make that there. Okay, so that's one of the things that sometimes confuses you, and you think, well, I got to find the plane where they intersect, and that's the origin. That's because that's where we make them intersect. But you can make it intersect at any point you want, depending on what you're trying to do. Okay. Sam, you okay? All right, just making sure that. The coordinate points go over from the origin, and again, I understand, I hope this is review for most of you, but it goes over in the positive direction to the right and a negative direction to the left. The y-coordinates go in the positive direction vertically and the negative numbers down vertically. Okay? And so if I was going to plot some points, pick a point for me, Austin Card.
3, 5.
3, 5. What a wonderful point. 1, 2, 3.
35.
Oh, look at that.
No.
That's point 3, 5. All right. Maggie, give me a coordinate in the second quadrant.
-2, 6.
Good. Let's see. Micah, how about any point in the fourth quadrant?
2 and 3.
2 and 3 would be in the first quadrant.
Negative.
Say that again?
Negative 2.
-2 would put you in the
Negative
2 what? Say it again?
2 and negative 3.
2, negative 3. And last but not least, Megan, why don't you give me a point in the third quadrant? Yes, I know I call one name and I look at that somebody totally different, but that's fine. I'll get all your names in there.
-1, -4.
Yes. Good. That's plotting the points. Okay. A linear equation in two variables. So, linear equation in two variables is going to be a standard form is this. AX plus BY. Are you following me on your sheet there, Sam? equals C. Okay, so any equation with two variables in this form is going to give me the equation of a line. In the same way, any line I draw can be represented by any equation in the form ax plus by equals c. So, let's make some lines. All I need to make a line, you learned this from geometry, what determines a line? What determines a line? 2 points. Does that sound familiar? 2 points determine a line, right? That was like, I think, the third day of geometry or something. So let's see. Pick 2 points for me, Claire. I need 2.
2, 3, and 4, -1.
Okay, good. And let's see. Okay, so 2 points make a line, and hopefully it straightens out. It didn't go quite through there. I'm getting used to that board, but if it was up a little bit more through there, that would make your line. Okay, any 2 points make a line, and then any line can be written in that form. So let's take one of these equations. If you look on the back of your sheet, it has the example of 2x minus 4y equals 12. The easiest way, you could pick any 2 points you wanted to draw this line, but the easiest ones are the intercepts. The intercepts are where it crosses one of the axes, or where the value is 0. So you could put in 3 for x, or for that matter, you could put in 703 over 2x, and then solve it for y and get 2 points. So you can put anything you want in for points. But if you want the easiest ones, we use 0. So if x is 0, what is y? I'm sorry? It's -3, right? Because -3 times 4 is -12. 0 minus -12 is +12. So 0, -3. So 0, -3 is my point. Okay? And then if I use 0 for my y, if y is 0, what is x? It's 6. Because 6 times 2 is 12, minus 0 is 12. So,
Your point disappeared, 0, -3.
yes, I'll put another one. 6, 0, and 0, negative. Oh, I know why. Yes, I know why. Hard to see those. Okay. All right. And now, I'll try to draw this a little bit better. Ah, the magic. And so, that's the idea. Any two points that you put in, you can substitute anything you want and solve for the other one. So, I'm not going to take the time, but I could prove to you, I could put in 300 for x, and that would be 600 minus 4y equals 12, and then I could put minus 4y equals 12 over 600, divide that whole thing by -4, and get -320. So if I had a graph big enough to go to -3 and down 200, if I went there, I'd find my graph. But that's going to be a lot more math. My graph's not high enough. Okay. Does anyone know what time this period ends? With this?
1 minute.
1 minute. Okay. All right. So the homework is, you guys have the homework? It's up on the sheet. You guys have that?
It was this.
No, it's just in class. This is just for us to go over in class. You have an actual homework assignment. It's in the book. If you didn't get one of these sheets or print it out, I can tell you what it was.
Yeah, tell me.
Page 112, 2 to 28 even.
112.
111, page 111, 2 to 28 even. Please remember to hand in your yesterday's homework on the way out the door.
We didn't work. You want to see it? I didn't know that. I didn't even write anything. Sure.
Courtney. Do these sheets help? Do these sheets help?